Hello, it's Angus here at the Bureau. It's Monday the 10th of November. This is the national weather forecast for Tuesday, and it's going to be quite a cold one across the southeast. Cold front bringing rain and some windy conditions through these areas here, and temperatures as much as 12 degrees below the average for the time of year. For the rest of Australia, outside of the southeastern corner, it's a fairly fine and settled day for large areas. There will be some storminess through the interior and across parts of the north. Queensland, though, one of those states getting mostly fine weather. Temperatures here are a little bit on the cool side, most places between 1 and 3 degrees below their seasonal average, so it's not particularly noticeable. There will be a little bit of rain in the northeast from about Mackay northwards. A few showers just peppering you through the course of the day. Just modest rainfall totals, 1 to 10 millimetres. Slightly more than that, maybe up across the peninsula where thunderstorms are possible. Other areas are looking at settled and bright weather. For New South Wales, the sun will rise on a relatively clear settled picture, but through the course of the morning and early afternoon between about 8 a.m. and 2 p.m, this cold front will cross the south from Wagga Wagga and the Riverina across to Sydney, bringing strong cold winds to those southern areas and some rainfall throughout the course of the day to those in the south as well. People north of Sydney won't notice much or any rainfall, but the wind certainly will pick up, and those strong winds could lead to elevated fire danger. In fact, there is a forecast for extreme fire danger on Tuesday for Sydney, the Hunter and parts of the Tablelands here, and we could well see fire weather warnings in place through those areas for Tuesday, so do take care with anything to do with fire and flame. It's a cold, wet and windy day across Victoria. Rain and those strong winds setting in through the morning, hitting almost all parts of the state through the middle of the day, and we'll see a gradual clearance through the afternoon as the rain dries up in the west, then through the centre and eventually clears out of Gippsland as well. By the evening most of that rain is gone, but those temperatures are certainly still on the cool side. Look at these maximums here, nothing really to write home about. 12 for Ballarat, 14 for Melbourne, 13 Wilson's Prom. When it comes to rainfall, we actually could see a pretty healthy dose of rain for southern parts of the state, up to about 15 millimetres in some areas, maybe a touch more, but to anyone who's north of the ranges, through the northeast, North Country and up here about the Mallee and the Wimmera, those rainfall numbers are much lower, just in the single digits. Also a cool one across Tasmania. The westerly wind will bring some showers to this western coastline here throughout the course of the day. 1 or 2 showers possible elsewhere, including for Hobart, particularly through the afternoon. You could see some wet weather, but not a lot, 1 to 3 millimetres. Same idea Launceston, a couple of millimetres of rain with some quick afternoon showers, but of course those temperatures, again, lower than average, and that wind making it feel even cooler. South Australia also gets some of that cooler weather. The maximums here are below average throughout the entire state. When it comes to rain, it's just the morning. A few morning showers across the southeast from Adelaide down to Mount Gambier. Could bring up to about 5 millimetres of rain, but gone by lunchtime, and then it's dry and mostly sunny through the afternoon. This high pressure area starts to approach by the end of the day, so the wind dies right out as well. Out west, we've got a warm day, but quite a gusty day across the west coast here from Albany up through Perth and to Geraldton. That's going to bring high fire danger to those western places, alongside the temperatures being quite a long way above average. You can see a little bit of rainfall signal here through central parts of the state, and there will indeed be some showers and possible thunderstorms over parts of the Gascoyne and the interior, and that may lead to some outback road closures. That rain is not expected to hit anyone along the coastline, but some inland communities might pick up a bit of it. And up here in the tropical north, we're in that time of year where showers and thunderstorms are becoming a daily occurrence, and there is a risk of some more wet weather and stormy weather around Darwin and the western top end. Katherine might get a little bit of that as well, and certainly looking at some thunderstorms across the Kimberley in northern WA. Other parts up here will probably have a dry, warm day, but it will be quite breezy, and that will bring us some elevated fire danger, possibly some areas of extreme fire danger around the Barkly in the Northern Territory. See what the rest of the week has in store by finding your patch on the Bureau's website or app. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.